بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. Today we're continuing with Kitab al-Riqaq, the book on heart softeners from Sahih Albukhari. And we are on the 7th chapter of this book, باب ما يحذر من زهرة الدنيا والتنافس فيها. The chapter about the warning regarding worldly pleasures, amusements, and competing against each other in these amusements. The first hadith here, Imam Bukhari, he narrated, أن المسور ابن مخرمة أخبره أن عمرو بن عوف وهو حليف لبني عامر بن لؤي كان شهد بدرا مع رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أخبره أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم بعث أبا عبيدة بن الجراح إلى البحرين يأتي بجزيتها، وكان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم هو صالح أهل البحرين وأمر عليهم العلاء بن الحضرمي، فقدم أبو عبيدة بمال من البحرين، فسمعت الأنصار بقدومه فوافته صلاة الصبح مع رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم، فلما انصرف تعرضوا له فتبسم حين رآه وقال أظنكم سمعتم بقدوم أبي عبيدة وأنه جاء بشيء. قالوا أجل يا رسول الله. قال فأبشروا وأملوا ما يسركم، فوالله ما الفقر أخشى عليكم، ولكن أخشى عليكم أن تبسط عليكم الدنيا كما بسطت على من كان قبلكم فتنافسوها كما تنافسوها وتلهيكم كما ألهتهم. Narrated Amr ibn Auf, an ally of the tribe of Bani Amr ibn Lu'ay, and one of those who had witnessed the battle of Badr with Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam sent Abu Ubaidah ibn al-Jarrah to al-Bahrain to collect the jizya tax. Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam had concluded a peace treaty with the people of Bahrain and appointed Al-Ala ibn al-Hadrami as their chief. And of course, Bahrain isn't the small country that's now. No, it was including Al-Ahsa, for example, and other places that are now part of what is called Saudi Arabia. So, peace treaty with the people of Bahrain and appointed Al-Ala ibn al-Hadrami as their chief. Abu Ubaidah arrived from Bahrain with the money. The Ansar heard of Abu Ubaidah's arrival, which coincided with the Fajr morning prayer led by Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam finished the prayer, they came to him. Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam smiled when he saw them and said, I think you have heard of the arrival of Abu Ubaidah and that he has brought something. They replied, Yes, O Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, Have the good news. He said, Have the good news and hope for what will please you. By Allah, I am not afraid that you will become poor, but I am afraid that worldly wealth will be given to you in abundance as it was given to those nations before you, and you will start competing each other for it as the previous nations competed for it, and then it will divert you from good as it diverted them. And of course here the Prophet ﷺ is describing the situation of people today. They are indeed busied with matters of the dunya, and very little do people talk about the Islamic practices and so forth in their gatherings. They're talking about what's going on in the country and so forth. And even like seeking provision and so forth is what they talk about and what they're busied with. And what the Prophet ﷺ was afraid of, it indeed happened. And the people, they are competing over the dunya just like the disbelievers are competing in their clothing and in their drives and so forth. And from this hadith we also benefit the matter of al-jizya, that al-jizya is taken from the disbelievers that we have, for example, a ahd with, or the people of Ahl al-Dhimma. And the disbelievers, of course, are of three types. First, of course, those in relation to the Islamic government and to the Muslims. First, we have Ahl al-Dhimma. These are the people that live under the Muslims, and we protect them and so forth, and they pay the jizya. And then the second group is those who we have a ahd with, a treaty, just like the people of Bahrain during the life of the Prophet ﷺ. And these also, there's different sections, but the third one is al-muharibin, those who fight. And these, their dam, their blood, and their money is all halal for the Muslims, and they are to be fought and so forth. Now the people who we have a treaty with, continuing from the hadith itself, they are of three types. First, the group who maintained their peace treaty. They didn't violate it. These people, we maintain it to them as they maintain it. The second are those who violate it. These people, we fight them. We don't inform them that we're going to fight them or anything, like the Prophet ﷺ did with the people of Mecca when they violated after Hudaybiyah. So we don't inform these people. But there's a third group, which is those we are afraid of them violating the treaty. فَإِمَّا تَخَافَنَّ مِنْ قَوْمٍ خِيَانَةٍ فَانْبِذْ إِلَيْهِمْ عَلَى سَوَاءٍ. So these we inform them, we tell them, خلاص, the peace treaty is over, and we are going to fight you. So, and this is the third group. So that's commenting on that. And also, this hadith shows the good manners of the Prophet ﷺ. You know, when people they show that they want something from someone else. That we want the money or we want the food that is with someone or so forth. Some people, they feel disgust from them. They show, oh, this is disgusting and so forth. But the Prophet ﷺ, what did he do? As it was narrated, that he just smiled. So this shows the great manners of the Prophet ﷺ dealing with people, because this is something in the hearts of people. And also the Prophet ﷺ taking the jizya. Of course, there's a long discussion what the Majus, the Prophet ﷺ also took from them as well. So inshallah we'll stop with this hadith. Wa jazakumullahu khairan. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.